Hello YouTube and welcome back to Let's Play Bloons Monkey City Beta. Remember, I think in one episode, don't remember when, I said something about, oh hey, I have a bunch of time, I'm recording stuff early, I'm going to record a bunch of stuff early on Wednesday. Well, you might be able to tell by the tone of my voice. No, that didn't happen. I got really distracted by a bunch of random trivial things, and I was just like, I'm taking the day off, and then I realized, why did I take the day off? That was, what? I should have been recording. But that's fine. I've got pretty much everything I need for all the recording and stuff. Just need to record this episode for Friday, and then I'll have this week done, which is then when I realize, wait a minute, I should record for Monday earlier, and blah, blah, blah. I don't know why I'm talking to you guys about this. Like, I don't know how many of you are actually interested in my recording schedule and my lack of motivation to do things early. Even though I am kind of motivated to do things early, it's just the motivation doesn't always reach fruition, I think is the term, or a term that might apply here. I just saw a picture, though, on Facebook that showed a picture of Magikarp and Gyarados, and it said, if you don't struggle, you don't improve, or something like that. And I thought that was a pretty interesting picture, because technically, that's true, kind of, but also technically, you don't have to use struggle with Magikarp. Splash isn't his only move. Like, he does learn tackle and flail, and I think one other move, but I'm not sure. So, yes, you should struggle in the literal sense in order to get better, sort of like working out or something. But Magikarp in particular, he doesn't actually have to struggle. He can have other Pokemon help him, which is another thing that happens, or you could just use your actual moves that you learn eventually. But of course, to learn those, you would either have to struggle or use your allies, your friends, ask people for help and all that. But I suppose the point still stands. You do have to struggle, kind of like the no pain, no gain thing. And I have another thing to talk about, because today, one of the things that was distracting me from recording was I was watching the documentary called Free to Play. Some of you may have heard of it. It just came out today, I think, and it's basically a documentary about the first international Dota championship, or I think it's Dota 2. I'm not entirely sure if it's Dota 1 or 2. I'm pretty sure it's 2. But it was a really cool little documentary talking about basically competitive gaming and how much it cost personally for some people to pursue gaming as something that they really love. And I thought it was a really cool documentary. If any of you are considering being a YouTuber or just gamer in general, I would definitely recommend that you watch it. I'll probably put a link in the description if I remember, or if not, you can just Google or search on YouTube for Free to Play, and I'm sure it'll come up pretty soon. So yeah, that's a pretty good thing to watch. Another random gaming type of documentary thing that I've seen before, didn't watch it today, but it was a documentary called, what was it? It was something about the King of Kong, Fistful of Quarters. I thought it was a really cool documentary about the, the high score for the Donkey Kong arcade game. I actually kind of want to look it up now, like see if I can actually find where it says what the high score is and everything, but anyways, basically there's this not huge, but a big sort of, not conspiracy, what's the term, controversy over who is and isn't the high score holder, because the, who is it? It's Steve Wiebe, I think? I don't remember, it's been a while, I think that's his name, and Billy something with a C, I don't remember, I know it's Billy and Steve, or Stevie, pretty sure it's Steve, but anyways, they both had the record at one point and were going back and forth and doing all sorts of stuff, and I don't want to like spoil the documentary, but it was pretty cool. I think you should watch it if you like documentaries and or gaming and or something to do. So I don't know where I could find the link to that. I think it was on Netflix at one point, but I think it might have been off Netflix by now. Not sure. So yeah, if you're able to find it, then that'd be cool. I just watched it on TV one day. It was actually quite a few years ago, which is kind of weird to think about. And another random thing to talk about, because I'm apparently not talking about the game. What was it? Lost, if you were familiar with that TV show. Uh, it started 10 years ago this September, I think they said. I read an article talking about it. And it's just really interesting to think that, like, something that to me was a pretty big part of my life when it was, on before it ended. I'm not sure if it was canceled or if they just ended it. I don't remember. But for that to have started 10 years ago is pretty interesting to me. So, yeah, just something random to talk about while I wait for this to carry on. And again, I feel like I've asked this a lot. And I know that I asked if I should skip the river tiles, just asking in the description of the video. I don't remember if I talked about it actually in the video, but someone replied saying, like, yeah, you should skip the river tiles. And I was like, oh, okay, and then I skipped them. What other kind of tiles or events would you like me to skip and stuff? Kind of like how I skipped the river tiles. If I would just play off-screen or something. Like, is this a game sort of like Terraria, where I could play off-screen and then just, or not necessarily off-screen, but at least without my commentary, and then just sort of do like a recap at the beginning of each episode and be like, this is what I've done so far, type of thing. Is that something you'd be more interested in, or do you prefer if I just sit here and talk through 10 or 15 minutes of me playing this game? I don't know. Let me know your feedback on that, if you would, kindly, and stuff. Now, I don't mean to put anyone on the spot, even though I'm kind of putting someone on the spot, but I'm not mentioning their name. But someone, I'm assuming one of my subscribers, I don't actually remember seeing their name in the comments, or at least at the moment I don't remember. But anyways, they sent me a message asking to collab with me and do a video and stuff, and this particular person only had 1 subscriber and like 2 videos on their channel. And I don't mean that to like put them down, because everyone has to start somewhere. Like, if they've been working on it for like 5 years and posting a bunch of videos and then only still had 1 subscriber, that'd be kind of bad. But that wouldn't be like bad about the person or anything. Anyways, I don't mean to say it as like a looking down on the person because they only have a few subscribers. But if you're gonna ask someone to collab with you, it's a general rule of thumb that you should probably have about the same amount of subscribers, at least somewhere close, or at least have some subscribers. Like, again, not to be mean, but if you only have 1 subscriber, it doesn't really benefit the person you're collaborating with, because then you're not bringing any audience to that person. And for me, I don't necessarily mind not having an audience to bring in, but if you only have 2 videos and the only one I saw from them didn't have commentary, then you don't want to attract a bunch of attention, I guess, to yourself, because you're still starting out. And I mean, for that person in particular, they were still starting out and didn't have very much to show for their channel, I guess. So I would recommend working on their channel more and making sure that they're uploading at a steady schedule and having fun doing what they're doing, and making sure that they're doing as good as they can do at what they're doing, I suppose, before they start like trying to get more viewers and advertise yourself and do stuff like that. Because it's really important, I would say, to be not necessarily be good at what you're doing, but be comfortable at what you're doing and have a steady background before you start attracting more people to you. Because generally the internet in general tends to look down on people that are like, oh hey, check me out and come look at my channel and support me and stuff, because then that what usually happens is that it's the people that don't have very good content and aren't very good at being a YouTube person, I guess. I'm not really sure how to say that correctly, but or phrase that correctly, but don't try to attract subscribers to you if you don't really have much for them to be attracted to, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I'm lecturing or something, but if any of you are interested in like how I do what I do, I suppose, like how I record and upload and edit and all that, I could make a tutorial, I suppose, on how I do what I do, I guess. And that makes it sound to me like I'm like, oh, I do this great thing that I'm some expert at, but I'm definitely no expert. I have really low quality recording stuff and editing tools and everything, so I'm definitely no expert, but if you would like my advice from how to get to where I am, or at least like beginning advice or something, then I could make a video or two about that, if you were interested. So, apart from that, I suppose that's enough on that topic. But if any of you do, well, I guess I am kind of going back on the topic, but if any of you do have channels and you do want to collab with me, preferably within 100 or 200 subscribers. I mean, if I get, just hypothetically, if I get to like 5,000 subscribers, then it's okay if you have like 4,500 or something like that. But just try to stay relatively close to, and not just to me, but to anyone that you're trying to collab with. Try to stay close and try not to have too similar of a background or a what's called a like type of videos. Like if I'm doing a bunch of Bloons Tower Defense battles and like only Bloons Tower Defense battles, and then someone else who only does Bloons Tower Defense battles tries to collab with me, that sounds like a great idea because we both have similar audiences because we both play Bloons Tower Defense battles. But just as a general preference, like hypothetically, if I were, see, I don't like saying, okay, if the person I'm trying to collab with is more entertaining than I am and is better at doing what they're doing than I am, then if I ask them to collaborate with me, then all of my audience is going to see them and be like, oh, hey, this person is better at doing what the other person is doing. So hypothetically, they could just stop watching my videos and start watching their videos because I have nothing better to offer them, while their audience sees me and is thinking, oh, well, he's just some little person, or not little person, but like some less entertaining person. Why would we go watch his stuff? And then that basically just sort of gives your subscribers to the more entertaining person. So, and again, I make that, or not again, because I didn't say this, but I don't want to make that comparison to say that if you're trying to collab with me, then you're just giving me your subscribers. Like, that's not what I'm trying to say. Just in general, try not to have something too similar where you're just doing the same thing as what they're doing. Try to branch out a bit. It's good to like have a specialty, I suppose, and be good at one particular game, I suppose, but don't make it your only thing, and don't make it all about, well, I'm not sure how to finish that sentence, but but just, you know, to try to keep that in mind, that you're offering yourself to collab with someone and you need to not necessarily like promote yourself, but just make sure that you have something worth their time to watch, because it's kind of like, or something that always comes to mind when I think about this kind of stuff is like in school. I'm not sure if any of you have heard the phrase or heard people say it, but kind of like you don't want one teacher to just give you a whole bunch of homework because they think they are your only teacher type of thing. Well, some of you might only have one teacher for the entire day, but for people that have like multiple classes and multiple teachers, obviously you want your teacher to realize that you have homework from other classes that you need to do, and you don't want them to just give you a bunch of homework thinking that you can do everything. So anyways, I'm not entirely sure what I was talking about, or where I was going with that particular tangent. So let's see, let's go with that one, and I should probably have done, now I need city level 10, so I don't need to worry about that. Also need city level 12 for that one. City of, dang it, I probably had enough money for the Center of Camo Countermeasures. Dang it, I was supposed to buy that one first. Alright, so in the next episode, I'm probably going to get the Center of Camo Countermeasures, if I don't forget again. So yeah, and might as well not build something, or can I build something? No. Upgrades, might as well get the Sharp Shuriken upgrade going, and then I'll just work my way back up to 1500 next episode. So, I'm going to keep these kind of short, partly because it's almost time for me to stop recording, like the actual time in the day and stuff. But anyways, that's it for this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed my advice or something. If you ever want advice on stuff, just let me know in the comments, and I'll probably say something about it. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.